Yeah, can you talk a little bit about your impressions of the Krakow Festival?
Oh, the Krakow Festival to me is one of the nicest things I've been part of for many years. One, one of the most exciting. I look forward to this every year, all year. You know, being that my family comes from that part of the world, I have a special feeling for you know, coming back to my parents. Oh, the Heim, the Heim, the Heim, the Heim. All they used to talk about is the Heim. I mean, my mother, when we used to drive out to the mountains, she used to, oh, look at this, look at the scenery, look at the flowers, look at this, look at that, farmers with cows with this and that. And me as a kid, we're city kids. We were brought up over here in the city with hard pavements and sidewalks and stuff like that. I used to always look at her. What is she getting all so uptight about the country and the countryside and looking at the grass and what excites her so much about this? Until I came to Poland, and when I went to visit her town, driving there and driving further and driving seeing the Carpathian Mountains. You've been there. I don't have to tell you. You've traveled around Poland. It's gorgeous. Some of those places are gorgeous. And my mother grew up with this. And this is the impression it left on her. So I'd always hear my mother talking about the felder with this and the fields. My father would talk about the porter beer that he used to drink at home. Nothing compares in America to the Zeifische Porter, Żywiec Porter. Nothing. Until I brought him a bottle once. And he said, es ist nicht dasselbe. Not the same. So it's either his taste buds changed or they changed the ingredients. I don't know what it was. But he was so disappointed from that bottle of beer. And these things, they're in the back of my mind. And every time he used to talk about back home, my father and this and that, and my brothers. And I say, one of these days I would love to see this place. I'd like to see what was back home. Yeah, okay, so now I go there every year. And every year I make a stop at my father's house where he lived. And I go to my great-grandmother's grave. And I go to this one and to that one, where this one lived, when that one lived, and then I take a look. The große Glicken, wir können meinen, what they had over there. But I have this feeling for that place. Krakow, when we hear, when you walk around the Kazimierz and you see all the homes and you take a look, you say, this house was occupied by Jews, and this house was occupied by Jews, and this house was occupied by Jews. And when you walk and you see in the doorpost on the side, you still see the mark of the mezuzah, where the mezuzah was. Yeah. And it's a special feeling. Yeah. And that's what gives me all this want to go back and get more and more and more. And as a matter of fact, to the point where I got a medal, Polish medal from the president, from Kaczynski. I can show it to you. It's sitting right over there. And then I got a medal from the mayor of Krakow for coming and doing these things and what we call mending bridges or whatever between the Poles and the Jews. And everybody talks about anti-Semitism in Poland. I wouldn't say they love us. I mean, I'm not stupid, and I know that they don't love us. But wherever I go, I don't see any anti-Semitism. I see, maybe it's because I'm sort of a celebrity. I can hear them shushkin, the Benzion Miller. I can hear them mentioning my name when I walk by in the street. I don't know how it is when the festival isn't on. I mean, I've been there. It's very dead. Very dead. But even then, I, I, I I don't see it. And I don't hide my Yiddishkeit. I don't come with a cap and with black sunglasses and people shouldn't recognize me. I walk around like this in the street, not with a hat, with my yarmulke. In the street, and they all know I'm Jewish. I go shopping in the supermarkets, and then I travel, and I don't know. So, and I feel that Janusz, the organizer of the festival, I think he did a great thing with this, and he built a lot of camaraderie and friendship between the Poles and the Jewish people.